Imagine walking into any room, any meeting, any moment, and feeling absolutely untouchable.
A few weeks ago, that level of confidence seemed very far away until we heard one story that changed everything.
In today's episode, we're sharing it with you because once you hear it, it'll take your confidence to a whole nother level.
Life is beautiful.
The Theo Bros Podcast.
Yo, how we doing? I am Mike Theo.
I am Nick Theo,
And you are listening to the Theo Bros Podcast.
where you can count on daily wisdom to get your mind right.
So we recently heard a story from podcasting legend Stephen Bartlett live in person that completely changed our life. He tells the story of him playing paddleball with his 3 friends from childhood. And he goes on to say, I was the best player. I'm ranked number 1 out of these 4 players. Everyone wants me on their team. There was one guy who's always consistently number 4. Nobody ever wants this guy on their team.
And as you make him sound like kind of a chode the way you just said that. He didn't really make himself sound like that, but yeah,
he said it a lot more humbly, but that's ultimately what he said. Basically, he said, I was the best player on the court, and this guy was the worst player on the court.
Okay.
He basically said that.
Okay. That's fine.
It's fine. So he goes on to watch this guy, the worst guy, play, and he realizes something really interesting. He hits these really insanely difficult shots with precision, but when it comes to the easy layup shots, he misses them every time. So it's actually not a matter of talent that this guy lacks. He has the talent. He just, something wrong with him mentally, like that he can't hit the easy ones. So he goes up to him and he says, listen, I want you to try something.
Steven goes up to the guy that...
Exactly. Steven goes up to the guy who's ranked last in his rankings. And he says, I want you to try something. After every shot, after every point, I want you to say in your head, that point doesn't matter. I'm better than him. And point to the guy, like mentally point to the guy that you're versing. So after every point, that point doesn't matter. I'm better than him. So he tries it. In the next game, this guy who is ranked 4th tries it. He absolutely dominates that game and the next. Then they start playing doubles again. And now everyone wants this guy on their team. He went from being 4th to even being better than Steven. Now he's ranked number 1. And it was a lesson in the fact that the way that you speak to yourself matters, and beliefs are sometimes more important than talent.
Yeah. Confidence is 100% a mental game. And I resonate with the story, and I learned a lot about the mental side of sports when I was a kicker in high school. And that is the ultimate form of, if you miss, that kick didn't matter. You got to come back on the field like that didn't exist. Much easier said than done, because it feels like the weight of the entire world is on you when you miss a kick that's really important. And then it just feels like the world is closing in on you. But you need to be mentally strong enough to wipe that away, to show up again and just go back to doing the thing that you do best.
There are so many lessons to unpack in this story, but I want to start with the first one about confidence. And it's really as simple as confidence comes before evidence. He didn't have the evidence that he was the best, right? He, up until that point, had evidence that he was the worst. He was losing the games. And according to all of his friends, he was the worst player on that court.
It's like Muhammad Ali says, I'm the greatest. I said that even before I knew I was.
Yep. He basically told himself he was the greatest and manifested himself into a champion. The words that you tell yourself in those times matter, and you need to basically be confident before there's evidence to be confident is lesson number 1. Which brings us to lesson number 2, which is your words power your wins. How do you become confident before the evidence is there? Using your own words to yourself, your own self-talk.
Yeah, and you found a great story about the Navy SEALs, right?
Yep.
Talk about it.
So the Navy SEALs have 4 survival hacks that they're taught during, what's it called? What's their training?
I forget.
Hell Week. So in order to survive Hell Week, they're given 4 survival hacks, basically. One of those is categorized as positive self-talk. So if you don't have positive self-talk during Hell Week, you are not making it through. And so they actually give them things like, replace "I can't do this" with simple, repeatable lines like "one step at a time. I'm built for this," right? So the things that you say to yourself matter. So when they're in the waves and it's crashing on them and they're freezing cold and they haven't eaten and it's just been like, oh my God, I can't take this anymore. The mind is screaming, I can't take this anymore. No, flip that script. Not I can't take this anymore. I'm built for this.
Yeah.
I'm built for this.
Yeah.
I'm built for this. I'm built for this. And you keep repeating it until your mind starts saying, I'm built for this.
Yeah. I actually used that last night when I was talking to my pregnant wife,
Nice.
who's been going through, a challenging time as you're growing a baby inside of you.
Yeah.
And I'm sure some of the thoughts are like, I can't take this anymore. But I shared her that line with, your body was built for this. You were created to bring a life into this world, and it's a miracle. And just keep reminding yourself that you were created for this.
Yeah.
And I think it really caused a shift inside of her that helped her.
Self-talk, your words power your wins, truly. All right. Next lesson is one that you were touching on earlier. Confidence lives in the present. So every time he was saying that point doesn't matter, I'm better than him. He was basically dying to the past each moment and coming back to the present moment, not letting his past mistakes bleed into his confidence.
Yeah, you can't dwell on misses. And the most beautiful story that really brings this to light, that when I heard it really shocked me, was Roger Federer, the tennis champion.
GOAT.
Yeah, he has lost 46% of all the points he's ever played.
Wow.
But he's won 80% of his matches. So that's a man who's had to take an L from a point, wash it away, and come back and operate like a champion.
Yeah.
And he's done that over and over again. And you can take this analogy and stretch it out even to baseball, which is another great way to see this, right? The greatest hitters of all time, Ted Williams, he hit 400 in a season, right?
Also had the most strikeouts.
But he won batting titles. He was the greatest hitter of all time. But that means that 60% of the time, he did not get a hit. Babe Ruth, another example, right? He batted .342, meaning 34% of his at-bats, he got a hit. He struck out twice as often as he hit a home run.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
So basically, confidence comes not from always being right or doing the thing great, but from not fearing being wrong or failing. It's the not fearing the failure. It's showing up.
Yeah, that resonates with me personally. Like when we were posting these YouTube videos, like when one flops, sometimes that can drain my confidence and I'll bring it to my mentality for creating the next one. But it's just like, all right, that one's done. It's all right. How am I going to make this one great? You got to let them go.
Yeah.
Gotta let them go. Or if you made a mistake, like let's say you're trying to lose weight, right? And you like messed up and like it was a late night craving and you gave into it. Rather than letting that throw you into a spiral, like, F it, I'm just gonna, like, I guess I can't do it. Just no, it's okay. That mistake happened. On to today. I'm gonna make today great. Right? So it's short-term memory loss. Last one here is the science of I am. So here's something crazy from neuroscience. What he was saying every time was, that point doesn't matter. I am better than him. I am. There's this power to those words, I am. Anytime your brain hears I am, it knows, it literally hard codes whatever you say after that into your nervous system. It hard codes it like a freaking computer. It's called a default mode network, which is the brain system that builds your sense of self. So whenever you say I am anything, your brain goes on high alert and internalizes that shit like a hard coding.
Yeah.
So be really, really careful about the I ams that you're saying.
Power of identity that we talked about in the past.
I am strong. I am confident. I am whatever. Fill that in, and I am capable. Those are so freaking powerful, man. And I know like affirmations get a bad rap, woo kind of garbage, like self-helpy, whatever, kind of weird, but they actually do work. It's like neuroscience that backs it up.
You're basically just setting yourself the lane to run in.
Yep.
And when you say, I am anxious all the time, that's the lane you're going to set yourself up to run in. Right?
Yeah, I love that analogy. Yeah. All right. So let's end with the call to action.
What do you got?
I want you to pick your own I am mantra to repeat to yourself throughout your day today. So pick one thing. I am. If you want to feel more confident today, I am confident. Just keep repeating it. The confidence comes before the evidence. I am the greatest. I am powerful. I am strong. I am handsome. I am lucky. I am great. I am better than everyone. Whatever the hell it is, whatever it is for you, just pick one and repeat it constantly throughout your day.
So what's yours?
Ooh, mine is interesting. I'm going to go with I am kind. That's my focus for today. I am kind. How about you?
Mine is I am capable of doing anything I set my mind to.
I love that one.
It's one that I constantly come back to, that Mom wrote in every single one of our birthday cards, that I think it's so important to just remember at all times that anything I set my mind to, I can accomplish.
That's powerful.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you for hanging out with us.
We love you.
Peace.
Thank you so much for listening all the way to the end.
If you're new here, we share daily mindset motivation in 10 minutes or less.
So if that's your vibe, hit subscribe or check out another episode right here.